So, hello everyone. So, in previous video, we discussed some basics of C programming. So, we know so we discussed so many points. What is C? What is the use of C? And access specification. We recap it now. Okay. So you see the all the basics that you know very well. So starting with this session, input and output formation. In input or output formation, we know the basics details of the programming that how do we run programs in a C language. We use some online compiler that will be run on docs file or a Google Chrome. You can also use the mobile phone for this program. So if any some students don't have any laptop or computer, then you can use your mobile for the base output session. That's very simply you can code on it, or you can just like that you can just uh, the program that you write and run on the uh, onlinegdb.com. So start with the basic. So this is the hash include stdio.h. This is the inbuilt function that we need to be standard up to the its header files that we need to be write, and this is the main function, and that will be run in the uh, to the to get some output we need to be discussing later, but right now we discuss on this program. So here we write a program already I written in also end main end a comma b. You read very clearly carefully, because compiler will be shows error if I doesn't write any semicolons or this semicolons or commas or the inverted percentage d. The basic things you need to be very clear. I know you will learn these things, but you are very this basic thing you are familiar with them, but you have to understand the concept here. So start with the this program. If I write here percentage d m percent of a and m percent of b, and then I will scan the program. I will take the input for this number 1 2 3 and 1 2 3 4. So then printf percentage d percentage a and b. Then so we will run it. What happened? So I will click on this link. So it will be run on the platform that is online GDB. So now take 1 2 3 seconds and then click on a run. It will be run. So now I want to declare. I will so p 1 2 3 space 1 2 3 4. Then I will enter. Okay, here we done our program, that is 1 2 3 and 1 2 3 4. That means here we doesn't use any specification that are percentage d. It will be run whatever we died. Then a scanf will be scan the format, and then I will give the numbers. Then will it shows the output, that is 1 2 3 and 1 2 3 4. So that will be our output. So later we discuss some others problem. So here we see our other problem, that is it will run. It is very simple program. It will show you whatever you give them the value, it will be run. If I suppose if okay, 1 minute, just 1 minute. If I write here some other number 1 2 3, it will be shows the number. If I suppose here I write 1 2 3 4 5 6 and space 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and if I enter, it will show this value because it doesn't care about whatever the value you put in these variables. This variable shows whatever the input gives by you, then it shows the output for the program. So then we will move on the next program, that is next problem. So I will full screen my laptop. Then here, this is the most important problem, uh problem number 2. So here you see same problem, but we add some scanf. In scanf we added numbers, that is, what is that called, we call that specification numbers. So in specification numbers, here we write down 2 and 3. So what that means, it means, so we need maximum 2 numbers and here we need maximum 3 numbers. It will be calculated. So if I, so then next I will show you the output. Here I get this number, you can note down these numbers 1 2 3 and 1 2 3 4, and I click on a run. Then you see 1 2 3 space 1 2 3 4. Then I will click on it, it shows 1 2 3. So here we, the point I know what's happened here. You see, I take some point if 1 2 3 and 1 2 3 4, then space. How it runs like this? Because you see here 1 2, 1 minute, just 1 minute, 1 2 3. Here 3 numbers I give to the compiler and it shows 2 numbers, and then it will be count this number 3 as the second variable. In first variable we need maximum 2 variables, the 2 numbers, and in second variables we need 3 numbers. But here you see the only 3 is selected because we give the input, that is 1 2 3, that will be calculated. If suppose I write here 1 2 and then take a space and I write again 1 2 3 4, it will be uh, computers will be run on whatever you write. It continually access the numbers from series wise, but here it, here is a space, then why it shows, it goes the it does not it does not store the value that you takes from there. So that's point. So if again I will run this for, if I click on this run for again and want to run, okay, I want to run this program. If I write here 1 2 space 3 4 5 6, then you see 1 2 3 and 3 4 5 6. It will get the numbers whatever you write. In the first variable you write, in previous problem you write 3 numbers, that will means it will takes the, it continuously runs because he no need of he continuously reading the numbers, then whatever you writing. If I suppose I will run again this program. If I suppose here I want to write 1 2 3 4 5 6 and write here 1 2 3. So you can see I put here enter, then you can see 1 2 and 3 4 5 6. That's the difference between the input you gave them. It shows the output for you. I will just clean these programs. We will next move on the second problem. The second problem same, but we use some these numbers in printf, then what is the meaning of the printf? The printf, that means we need minimum four digit, and here we need minimum three digit minimum. Maximum, it's totally depends on whatever input you give them, it will show the number that will. Okay, right, I will show you the output here. We will use four numbers. I will click on run, and then we take okay numbers. Then if I uh, take input 1 2 space 1 4 and then enter, you see here a is equal to here 1 and 2 3 4. Minimum we need to note down this point because we really need four digits here. Then you see here the variables calculated for variables. So first two digits number will be, here we see the space of two spaces, and here you see the one space because we need four four and a three minimum three digits and maximum nine. No, that means printf means that we need here four minimum four digit, and here we need three minimum digit. That's the meaning of that program. So here we get the output. Again we want to run it. So if I write 1 2 3 4 5 6 space 1 2 3 4 5 6, and you see here we see whatever the input we give to the compiler, it shows the output same as per the input gave them the that's the difference between that. We can write here in scanf, that means maximum. In printf we write the minimum. That is the difference between that, the output. Okay, next problem, what is the next problem? Okay, you see we use some above float data type. These are the integer data types. So here we see the float data type. We taken two variables and scanf. The specification we use here percentage f and ampersand, that is common. And printf, okay, you see here a is equal to percentage f and b is equal to percentage f, and we need some logic here. So in percentage of f, and float value will be calculated in point decimal value. So in after the decimal we need required six digit mean. And here also you note down that point, this decimal will be counted as a floating number, means in the calculation we required three, means we need some max three digits required. And percentage f means we need percent four. Okay, okay, you will see the examples, and we will see on output we use this numbers. Okay, 5 and 5.9. I click on this, I put here, take a input. Okay, and 5.9 and click on enter. So you can see here it will be count as a whatever we give the numbers, and it will be I said to you, it will be count in point, and after the decimal it shows the six digit. It is compulsory because it's float data type. At float data type will be run in the pointer decimals, and that is the point we clear you. Another example I give you. Next, 5.1 and 1.3. 5.1. Okay, 5.1 space 1.23. I click on this, you see the result now. Click on this, it now is calculated what we need three. We need three floating numbers, and we in second variable we need four floating numbers. Okay, you see these 1 2 3, and after this all 6 digit whatever, and 1 2 3 4. In variable b we need four floating numbers. That is the point. So basically, that means we need maximum three floating numbers, and we here we need in a variable a. In variable a, we need three floating numbers, and variable b we need four floating numbers. That's the point. So on the next example we gave, okay, 1.3, 1.23 and 4 point, okay, 1 1.23 space 4.45678 9. I will take that. If I run on this, you can see the difference. Now what happens, it's very, the examples that I gave to the problem number second, that as I told to you, it will be count it, compiler will be count from whatever the numbers you gave them. It will be run whatever you write here. So 1 2 3 4, so it will be count 3, and it shows to you 3 point then something this digit. That's mean here we are output that. As you clear point this now, okay, no issue. So we move to the next forward problem. Here I write down this concept, you see. Okay, so here we take another problem. Okay, in printf I note down this problem in points, so you can, okay, I will show you the exact problem on here. So my data type is float, variables ab, and here scanf as it is, and in printf, yeah, I write down here a is equal to a is equal to 4.1 and b is equal to 7.2. So if I want to take the input, then I show you, okay, where I go, okay, 8.0 and 5.9. 8 8.0, okay, sorry, 8.0 space is that 5.9, 5.9. Then I take enter. So your, you can see here, so I this floating numbers form in four floating numbers will be count in a four digit. You can see 4.1 2 3 4, and it will here you can 7 again, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. This space, this space means here, here three digit space, and here one digit space. We need 4.1 floating point, and you see 4.1 means here you see after the three, after the two digits, here point will be calculated, and then it shows the one number that here we write down, that is 1, and here we see 2, here means two floating numbers after the decimals. You see here 9.0, that is the result. Okay, I will show you another example. Okay, 1.521, okay, randomly 1.5213, and here I taken another one. If I see 1.623, that is the random numbers. If I click on this, you see here it taken 4.1 floating numbers, and here you see 7.2 floating numbers. Here is the two space. After the four numbers it takes decimal, because we write here 2f means after the two decimal. Here we see here we see one decimal. That's the meaning of that program. We need minimum 4.1 floating numbers, and we need uh, in after the decimal we need two digits, and after the decimal we need one decimal. That's the meaning of that program. We need to learn this program, and we have the basically this is the basics knowledge of the this program. Means you have to understanding the data variable data and its data types and its variable, how this variable store this value in the program. And compiler shows you the input that we give to the compiler, and it shows the output whatever we gave them. And then we move on the second problem, that is our last problem. Here we see the result that we gave, whatever the input we gave them, and it shows the output. That's mean we have the successfully completed our the session. Here we whatever the discussion we discuss, more problems and more we gave to the, that's our session. We learned lots of new thing here. And okay, okay, it's completely our introduction, and whatever we learn here has end up now. Okay guys, we will learn more about the C language in the next sessions. So stay connected with me, and you will learn. I give you the most important sessions that you learn from my programming language. So bye bye, tada, see you soon. Okay, bye guys.